fucking time walking around. Anyway. Well, I don't know. It's kind of okay. It's inside the lines, so that's good. Yeah, inside the lines. Inside the lines. See, inside the lines. Now, the important thing is that it's level with the tub, because as you can see, here it's hitting this this left line right there, and here it's off by exactly the same amount. So if it's a little bit off level to the room, that's fine. The important thing is that there's going to be you know, a side of the tub here that's going to be tiled.
Yeah.
And I especially want to do it, if I can, with 1-inch glass tile, so that it looks really super modern and smooth. And if it weren't nuts on level with this, well, that wouldn't look very good. So I'm pretty proud about that. It actually does, the level does slope away this way a little bit. Oh, it must have been crowned a little bit. Well, anyway, let's look at that. I'll edit the rest of it out. See, look at how level it is.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, nice and level. The rest of it, I'm not gonna worry about. But also it'll be completely. And this I did separately. As you can see, I basically made a sled and made it a little bit sunken too. So so it'll be a bit lower than the rest of the floor again, to make the tub seem at least a little bit visually smaller than that.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so so there we go. We got it all piped up and ready to go. So the challenges today is to work from the top down and the bottom up. So the top down is to deal with the ceiling before the tub goes in. And what I'm going to do, instead of pulling down this whole ceiling, which would just be a fucking nightmare. Well, not a nightmare. It would be straightforward, but it's just a pain in the fucking ass.
Plaster over it?
Yeah, we're just going to put 1/4-inch drywall over top of it.
Okay.
So as you can see, I wandered up there and made marks for where all the ceiling joists are.
Okay.
And the cross brace support. So that's mainly for me, because it'll keep my swearing to a minimum as I'm drilling and searching for the anchor points. And here, 1972, they had the beehive, motherfucking things. And then in the 1990s.
What was there? A light fixture?
No. You know those big round heat registers?
Oh, yes.
Blowers,
okay. Right.
Again, in the 50s when ducting was this wide for some reason, and uninsulated. And then the 1990s house flipper, who I've complained about, bitched about, and moaned about because he was a fucktard quite a bit. When he renoed the place, he changed the ductwork to this stuff. And for this, but he just left all this. He just left this crap up there. Because remember, I had a little plywood cap on top of
I
it,
do remember that.
which was always cockeyed because this ceiling was always bowed right here.
Yeah.
Because the dude, when he was installing that register, stepped right exactly there. And it just fucked it all up.
Nice.
So I'm finally going to fix that properly, put a cross brace on here. And so that way, when we put the drywall over top of this, it'll make everything, cinched up.
Gotcha.
What really wants to happen with this heating and cooling register, the reason why it's here is because, again, the roof line ends here. The lazy motherfucker, though, they could have put it here.
They could have extended it, yeah.
Yeah, they could have put it here, which would have been better because this has nothing in it.
I remember that.
The better thing would be to have cut a space here and put it in right there.
Yeah.
Both options, though, because they did a couple things really annoyingly precise. They didn't have any slack in the amount of flexible ductwork. It's like it goes right to there because they cut it very precisely. But it means you can't even move it a fucking foot without splicing in new ductwork and shit.
Yeah, I remember the AC having trouble reaching this back room.
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah. So here's the thing. At Fricke Industries, we're responsible, but there also is a limit sometimes. So if I were doing this job for a friend, I would recommend taking an extra day to fuck around to at least move that over to here.
Right.
If not, to take a couple days and figure out how to put it here.
Yeah.
But especially since there's a 92.5% chance that some absentee landlord is going to buy this place after me, I don't really feel all that pulled into it.
Fuck
So
'em.
I'm just gonna leave it there.
Yeah.
So sometimes, even at Fricke Industries, we say, fuck it, good enough.
That's right.
So, besides, they'll be so stunned by the bathroom. So anyway, So what we're going to do today is we're going to put up drywall and ceiling, number one. Then number two, I've already got subfloor cut for this, so we won't be balancing on it. Number two, we're going to be taking the tub in and out probably like 3 or 4 times, which would be annoying. But since I've never set a soaking tub before, I want to do it very deliberately and slowly, bit by bit, instead of, you know, estimating where the clips are going to go based on my previous measurements and stuff. I want to go slow because when stuff starts getting tied into the existing plumbing, it's going to be like done, unfixable except for huge fuck arounds. So that's mainly why nice strapping intellectual like you is here to help with
lifting,
help with tub, and also help with holding up drywall mainly. And once we get the tub in, I'm also probably going to want to hit this back piece of drywall with some help, so that I don't scratch the tub trying to do it myself. And if we can put it in one big piece, then that means that'll be pushing down on the tub and helping to, because since it's a soaker tub, a normal acrylic tub has a lip that goes up that you screw into the wall. But since this is a soaker tub, it's really meant for an island, so every lip goes down. So that means that what I'm going to do is use heavy-duty mirror hanging hooks, and I'm going to put those on the back wall and just drop it right into it, put it on this wall, and then I'll also build these 2 walls here and hook it into that too.
Sounds good.
So, but anyway, it means that, you know, everything is dependent on being just right. Otherwise, the tub will squeak a little bit. And again, that is unacceptable. So, there you go. And that this, actually, he can help me think through this, because Uke, the architect, said that this is the way to go. And I believe him, but I want a Ukrainian perspective too. So, because the closet back wall moves 16 inches, I do want to keep a standard 25-inch depth for a closet, because this, especially having a kick-ass bathroom that's going to have and being isolated, this will obviously be like the, you know, the main bedroom.
Prime suite,
Exactly. And so I'm hoping that having a super deep a regular deep and super usable closet will make up for, you know, will make people think less of like, well, it's kind of a small room, which it is, but it's got lots of light. So anyway, so it means that the wall is going to come out to here. Now, the doorway is going to be very large. I'm going to put a double sliding glass closet door. So it'll be all glass, and it'll be mirrored, mirrored doorway. But I had 2 choices to make for the top. I could just, if you can imagine this corner, it could go just all the way up, right? And so it's like the hallway is just extended out like this, and the doorway is all here, it starts here.
And an inside shelf up top?
Well, you see, that's the thing. I could either frame it so that this is just an empty box and it's got drywall in front, so it's like it's a wall, but it's not.
That's useless.
Or I could have put a box in there and make it like an open shelf area. Right? Could do that. The third thing that I could do is make the wall here just stop here.
And jut out, right?
So it's like literally you've got, it's like you took the closet and went, and the roof line runs along here. And then it's not a shelf, it's just an open space. It's like one shelf. Right? Now, that's what the architect said to do, because his advice was that when people walk into a room, they actually judge room size based on their perception of the ceiling.
I see.
Because your eyes are looking there, but your peripheral vision is going up here. You know what I mean? And he said that having this not be
closed
a
up.
wall, not closed up, that will help people as they're coming in the room to think, oh, it's from there to there, not from there to there. You see what I mean?
I agree with that. I think as long as you don't close it off so it's just wasted space. I mean, I still, if I were staying in this room,
you'd still make it a shelf.
I would still make it a shelf and put stuff up there, whether it's books or shoes.
You could also have a shelf up there, just be a freestanding shelf, but it's also only going to be that high. It's only going to be 12 inches.
Right. But I would still use the space. I mean,
In fact, this is what I'm going to do, since I'm doing my own electrical work anyway, and I've got all the electrical work in the bathroom to do. What I'm going to do is put an outlet up there. Stick an outlet like here, or even stick an outlet so that it's here, totally hidden, and attach it to a switch right here.
Oh, okay.
So that you could have indirect, like little lamp up there for indirect lighting.
Well, I think given, I mean, you're talking about it being 12 inches. I mean, I think that space lends itself well to like those IKEA storage baskets, you know, if you had all your stuff up there, which would make the room look quite nice and not impinge on it.
And that would also
not make it feel claustrophobic.
Because not having, and of course Fricke is, you know, he's from Switzerland.
Right.
So not having, like having the closet just go like that.
Yeah.
Is more kind of European Scandinavian kind of thing.
Exactly. Well, it's more, lofty kind of space, than 1940s America. Like all the closets.
Oh, I didn't even fucking think
all the closets in my house are closed off up top like that, so they're little boxes.
I didn't even think about that. If it's like a family, I mean, I'm really hoping that I can sell to an actual family. But you know, they're starting a family. They got a little 6-month bundle of joy. Just goes right up there. This is like,
bye, baby.
This is like a master suite with a crib area.
That's right. That's right.
Probably want to put them in a papoose so it won't fall off. But, hey, you put a little wire kid catcher there.
Yeah. But no, I think your basic suggestion is good.
That'd be great. You can put a wire kid catcher like those suicide nets on the Empire State Building. Stick the kid right up there.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right.
Don't worry. So anyway, so the closet framing, I'm thinking for Thursday.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
But I'll be happy today if we can just get the tub done and the ceiling drywall done.
Okay.
Anything more is gravy.
Okay.
And I've got lots of cool plans for what's going to happen over here, but we can discuss that.
All right.
Because we need to get started actually fucking working.
I actually need to eat my taco first.
Oh, I didn't know you hadn't eaten your taco.
No.
You should have said you hadn't eaten your taco. I wouldn't have been so verbose.
Cinematography first. Are we all done?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.